Hello everybody, it's Brad here, my way working on the XL Ford. Okay, so we're just working on rust. Been working on rust for the past week. Anyway, still on the same quarter panel, so that's all good. Alright, we'll go over and have a look at some of what I've been doing. Yeah, it's fun stuff. Okay, there we go. So, right now what I'm doing is as you can see, I cleared up that old rusty quarter panel, and I'm working on, all areas of the wheelhouse. There are no replacement parts for the car, as I've already said numerous times, so we're building whatever is required to go in here. So right now I'm working on this filler panel, the drop, I guess you call that, from the trunk. And so you can see I've got her fit pretty nicely under here. And coming into our tail section there, down from the tail light and everything. So what I'm going to do, actually, the original panel, you had a 1-inch flange sticking down off the side of the drop here, and then you had the filler panel. I'm going to avoid that, actually, if possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld up in the back side. I'm going to leave the outside rusty flange there for now. I'm going to clean this up real well on the inside of that all the way across. And I'm going to weld that from the back side, and I'll get that at least every, I don't know, every inch or so before, actually, no, I'm probably going to weld that in solid. I'll just keep spotting that in, weld that in solid, and then I'm going to remove this outside rusty crap. I'll just grind that edge right off of there after I've welded that from the inside. Then I'm going to take and grind this edge off and get rid of that and bevel the weld, basically bevel the welded edge in behind there, and just be a one-piece panel instead of having the drop stop 3/4 of an inch down and then have that being a separate piece. Gonna do it all in one. Yeah, so that should work out okay. I've got to spot everything back into the quarter and into this lower section here, and right now you can see actually there's a bit of a difference there between the two, like what's going to be flat along this edge here and this upper edge. There's actually about 1/4 of an inch different between those. And if we look at the original panel over here, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there's actually there's a fold that brings, you've got flat, and then it brings that panel in actually slightly. Oh yeah, there, get a little angle on it there, you can see that. So I'm going to try and use the bead roller and create something else like that. So while I have this piece nice and still flat and everything like that, I'm going to trace that. I'm going to trace that out for the other side, so that I can cut one for the other side so that they are the same, identical. And then once I've spotted these guys together along this bottom edge again, once I've spotted that back together, then I got some work to do. This actually comes as part of the rear quarters that I have sitting there. That lip comes as a part of that quarter, so I need to remove that. But until I get this solid in place, there's just not much here. So I'm gonna have to cut this off after and try and weld that up. Add a little piece. I guess I'll be adding a piece in here is what I'll be doing. Bring that down. Yeah, a little pie-shaped piece, possibly even. I might try and recreate this piece. I've got myself a shrinker stretcher that I purchased today. So I'm going to be giving that a whirl. Yeah. Anyway, so I got a lot of pieces to put in there yet, but I'm making progress, you know. I got the rusty parts out, and my wheelhouse and that actually is in, you know, that's all in good shape, and the metal up above here is actually all really clean. There's no issues up above there, so, you know, I got to replace here down to this lower edge. Same in the back, you know. Once we get everything from the inside out, then we can work on fitting that quarter nice. Yeah, so this is the progress that basically I've made on the XL. A lot of drilling of spot welds and stuff to get some of that stuff apart. I got myself a spot weld drill. Actually, Matt off of the Iron Trap Garage, he was showing his spot weld drill, and so I went to the local Lordco and located one of them. It's been coming in handy. Made the job a whole lot easier, actually. I was trying to grind them out with the Dremel style air tool, you know, and that just really wasn't working out all that well. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of on the last of my patch in here, just spotting in a few of the little pecks yet, you know, and pretty well good to go. I've got that all. It's not the most beautiful weld ever, but we got a decent weld on all of that there. And then I've just got to I got to remove a little more rust here yet in this piece, and then we're going to be bringing a new chunk from, you know, as far back in there as I can get after working with this, and all the way back. And it does have a fold-in piece here at the end, and tabs that come together with this guy. This is probably a little long yet. I'll have to trim that after. Anyway, that's the progress on the XL. So I don't want to bore everybody or anything like that. We're just going to call it good at that, I think. And I'm going to carry on with the project this weekend. I'm going to be headed out for some long hours of my regular work in the next month. So the project will probably slow a little bit, but I'm still going to try and post some videos. Yeah, you guys might get to see some interesting country and maybe some interesting things that I see along the way. So stay tuned. Never know. Might be something other than this boring, rusty old car. Okay. My way. You guys all get out in the garage and work on something, okay? Right on. Take care. Keep COVID away. Have a good night. Don't forget, watch, like, and subscribe.